Welcome straight back into it. We're ready to go deep into the final match. This one's going to be deciding who are going to be the top 14 teams that will make it out there for the actual final that will go down the 9th and 10th of December. So it's an important match for pretty much everybody involved tonight. Out of the whole 14 teams that are currently in the top 14, only 8 are playing tonight, as we said before. We'll also get a last chance match on the day before the grand final. So 4 of the teams that will be invited for that one, or not will be invited, that will have the points sufficient for that one, will make it to the grand finals. And also the top 14 right now that will be shown at the end of today's matches will go into the grand final by default. So there's that. There's another chance for the teams that don't make it to the top 14 right now with the last chance matches. Now, we do got one more match to show you, as we said, an important match to show you. So far, what have we seen to the game? How has the current meta with the center strat applied for the final southern side military base circles?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier. The fact that a lot of teams knows exactly how to rotate when it comes to the main island. They have their spots they always go to, and when they rotate, they know the routes to take there depending on the circle. But when it comes to military island, we see a lot of teams not being certain exactly how to approach them, and like some swim last minute, and some people drive carelessly over the bridge, just hoping for no snipers or campers rather. Yeah. So. It's a bit of a cluster when it comes to the military island, and I feel like Liquid had a good job of securing a really good compound early. They lost it a bit later because of all the angles they had to hold, but they did a good job overall, and there were some compounds there on the west side that some teams got to early as well. Some people sent 2 members to secure compounds earlier.
With the bridge as well, as you call it.
Yeah. So it's interesting to me to see the military islands, because the other ones are already refined and you kind of know what they're going to do. But when it comes to military island, it's always interesting to see how they approach it.
I want to talk to you about the scouting option that teams usually do, but we'll talk about that in a second. Let's have a look at the leaderboards that were presented for the previous match. So there's going to be Team Blank, of course, winning it 265 points after their 10 kills as well. FlyQuest on the second place. Triple A, which is, by the way, the way to say this team. I love it when I go to other places and they go, It just sounds.
Yeah, I do a little bit of a mix.
Not really.
Triple A.
Yeah, no, you say Triple A, so there's that. Team Kinguin doing better, taking 4th place this time around, of course, and Team Gambino on the 5th spot there. The fight between FlyQuest and Triple A, though, was quite mighty there as they tried to dominate against Team Liquid. They found themselves buried in a very, very hard spot. And there you go, the current standings for tonight's matches, not taking into account, of course, the match that will be played right now. It shows Team Blank on the first place with 645 points. They're very good on that position, but still, there's a lot of teams that can come back into them.
Absolutely, we see that AAA is just a few points behind, really, in terms of placement, and FlyQuest right under there, not a bit more of a gap, but still anyone's game at this point, I would say.
We'd like a bit of a gap anyway.
Yeah, to at least the top 6 teams right now could potentially win or get into a really good spot in this last game.
True. It's a game for points again. It does matter who wins throughout the night, but it also, more than that, matters who wins in terms of points overall throughout the whole preseason. And so far, we've got some teams that have really put on the screws against the other when it comes to that. We'll show you what that score looks like at the end of this match, of course, when GLL will have calculated, when the admins will have calculated all the points and racked them up together to see who will go down on the top 14 and who will be the remaining teams that will go on the last chance matches. So there's that. Now, let's head back into what we were talking about. You called it out, and it happened exactly like you called it out. You said sometimes teams put people on the bridge. Sometimes teams put people, scouts in compounds ahead of the other people. With level 1 loot, though, you said that.
Yeah.
Isn't it normal to send the tank in first?
The tank is not going to be... it depends on the loot you get in the start, but usually you don't have time to find level 3 gear before you have to rotate. Yeah, exactly. So as soon as someone has level 1 gear, whoever gets it first, you send him out there to a compound on the other side of the bridge or on the bridge to secure, if they have vehicles, to come to the bridge safely. So it's you don't have time to wait for better gear than that if you want to make it over. The teammates gets all the healing and stuff. You don't have to worry about that. You just send him fast on a 2-man bike if possible, or something that goes fast, and then you just secure that spot.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, because you don't really need to put up a fight even if you have level 1. As long as you can scare them away, I guess that's what matters, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so there you go.
I mean, if you have a level 3 helmet or level 3 armor and you run into a team as the scout, you're gonna go down anyway, and that's wasted. That's wasted armor.
Yeah, that is a good point, because even a level 3 gear won't stop 4 people shooting at you at the same time. Yeah, that's a good point. So there you go. That's the scout strat coming in from the pros. Go Tiger Mafia. Yeah.
Yep.
We have moments before we go into the final game of the night, and I just want to take this moment here to say what an amazing night, what really, really good matches we had, and what great support we have from the community as well. I know this kind of sounds a bit cringy. You give me some ha-has in the chat, perhaps. I don't care about it. You go ahead and do that. But thank you, guys. Thank you so much for showing this continuous support. This is what makes PUBG as great as it is.
I think we have a bit of a bug here. FaZe being on the spawn island right now. It looks like this is actually a bug that can happen if your lobby screen crashes
and you
reconnect. It says they're on the island, but they're actually in the plane. But their teammates can't actually see them on the map, but they can still get rest by them. But they cannot rest them because they show up as an enemy in the team. So it is a bug that can happen sometimes. It's pretty rare, but if it crashes in the lobby, it's quite unfortunate. But they can still rest their teammates, but they can't rest them.
The teammates can't rest the ones that were on the island.
Yeah, exactly.
They see them as,
and they
as
can't
enemies.
see them on the map or with the name tag over. So they're gonna play with a bit of a handicap here.
Slight disadvantage. Yeah. But well, I guess there's ways to work around that as well. Hopefully, that's why you see FaZe actually dropping super late, because the moment that it took them to reconnect, you can see Hack said he finally reconnected. Now he's going to be dropping towards Stalber. They're actually on the northern end of the compound, while his teammates go towards Novo. So Penta doing their farm strat here. Kingwin are going to be going for George Bull. It seems like Have already taken their Primorsk, so they're going to be quite pleasantly happy with that. Nobody challenging George Bull for the evening. And finally, we see someone going to Yasnaya. I think it's the first time of the night. Perhaps we actually didn't look so close, but it might just be the first time of the night when we actually see someone go into Yaz.
Yeah, I mean, it's great looting as long as you're alone. It can be a bit heavy on the FPS, that area, but as long as you don't have to take any early fights, it's all good for loot.
Not with the latest patch again, right?
Yeah, the latest patch is amazing with FPS. I'm actually so surprised. It runs so smoothly.
Oh, God,
Can't wait for that to go on the live servers.
The good old feud of Pachinki. It had to freaking happen. Same two teams stuck in the same hard place.
Do you even lift Bra versus No Loot Gaming again? And Outsider gets taken out. Pentalol gets taken out. So they are gonna trade 1 for 1 there.
Yeah, but they can get a res. Outsider actually killed someone from Pentalol's team earlier on there.
Oh yeah.
So just blue and 3 butts. Oh, actually, 3 butts is coming in closer to help.
Jensen is gonna finish him off, right?
Yeah. It's just gonna be blue. That's it. From that one particular squad, blue not having an easy time.
She's gonna stay put. He's in the circle right now, and it's not too off the center, so he's gonna stay here in this room until he knows for sure that the other team is left. He's gonna play for points.
Do you even Snake, bro? It's gonna have to be their new name, because
even Snake.
They're gonna have to Snake for points at this moment in time. Snake is the way to go. Right, circle is indeed quite central. It's slightly towards, well, slightly. It is on the western side of it, I suppose. The North Island, not a military circle anymore. It might see an open spot in towards Gatka as the closer, but we've yet to see, because you never can guess where it goes. Many of the teams are already in there though, and they're looting quite happily in high risk, high reward areas. But still, considering the eastern side, there's going to be a lot of teams coming in from that side there, and Penta might be the ones that actually gatekeep AAA. I'm expecting this because Penta have been playing aggressive out of their mind throughout the night.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised though if Penta goes in for a southern hill in the middle.
Team Blank are actually close to Kingwin. I just noticed this.
Yeah, and Envious is starting to move up towards Kingwin too, so they might get a bit sandwiched here actually.
I don't think Envious are going to make that move.
No,
I think they
They-
got scared off of George.
last time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think they're not going to make that move. But we've yet to see, of course. FaZe taking the same old spot into Novo Repnoi. They're going to be very happy with the loot, but careful as well as they drop, as they go towards the bridge. Because if they choose the eastern bridge there, FaZe, they're going to roll into Penta. On Penta, once again, they're definitely going to go for the kills. They know they need as many kills as possible. And it kind of pays out for them. They're currently in good standings with the points.
Yeah.
Now, what can Blue do here except for just kind of wait for enemies to go into him? It's a hard time as well for Note Gaming because they have to be very careful as they keep on looting, and they've spread it out quite thin, which means that if someone goes into Blue's house, that might be an easy kill for him.
Yeah. They don't know that he's still there. They might think that he bailed already, but standing put is actually the safer option. Just sitting in a house, in a bathroom or whatever, aiming at the door,
Yeah.
and just not making any sounds at all.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we see that Kingwin Larsen is looting a hospital while Envious is
Oh,
actually
you are
approaching.
right.
So he might be caught off guard, but he can hear the vehicles before they can possibly see him. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. They're actually going towards the west side of the circle here and just trying to get a good compound as fast as possible.
Yeah, they just went up there. There's a possibility of a car drop around that area there, so I can understand why Envious went up to that angle there. For a second, I thought you were right, and that Envious are going to be going for the revenge kills, I suppose, as they got
from last game.
destroyed last game. Yeah.
So we see that Penta is
It's just
sending
easy.
one member towards this compound here
Oh.
to scout it out, and he crashes into a tree,
No,
probably
he
reading the
actually
map.
didn't.
No?
No. That was decent, I think. Where is he?
Oh, he's over there. Okay, well. There
Okay
we
then.
go. He's passing by the yellow buildings, but they are not very optimal,
And
even
there's a
though they're
ghost.
centered.
Oh no, it's your boy Dre. Okay.
Your boy.
Your boy. Yeah, there you go. Teams making their way inside the safety of the circle. Not a lot of teams are on the north side of the river, so there's not going to be too much fighting going on that area there. There's going to be more fighting going on as teams try to make their way from the east side into the circle. That's where we're going to see the massive fights happening there. As you can already see Liquid. It's actually just Ollie coming in close to Pachinki once again. Not too sure if that's a decent. No, it's not. Actually, he's making his way further to the center strat, trying to find some buildings close to Gatka. But Penta Sports seem to be the first ones there, followed closely by Envious.
Yeah, Tempo Storm moving dangerously close here to Envious, but they're not quite inside of them. They're gonna meet up with their team members, and Penta
Did you say inside of him?
inside of him. No, inside.
Oh, inside of them. Oh, right.
Inside of them. But Penta secured that double compound there in the middle for his teammates that are still looting. But they're gonna have to get there safely with car. Right now, it's just a big looting fest here because most of the
Yeah.
teams are already in the circle from the
Finally.
start. Yeah.
Finally, and this is not something that we've seen throughout the night. Well, of course, with the exception of the good old feud and Pachinki that we've spotted throughout the evening. It doesn't seem to be a theme here that early fights happen, which is normal in competitive PUBG. Early start of the game here shows mostly teams spreading out quite thin, trying to make their way into the circle, not getting dinged down as hard. Perhaps we see a kill now and here and again whenever someone crosses with a vehicle into the sights of an enemy squad. Other than that, it should be nice and quiet for quite a while.
Yeah, it's so interesting to see different play styles. We see a lot of Liquid players just scouting the map and Kingwin players scouting the map for their teams, and they're not quite sticking together.
Oh.
And it might be good, might be not, depending on if they get picked off while scouting. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. We see teams like Penta who loves to move together most of the times, and they're actually approaching now towards the secured compound by Simsi in the middle of the circle.
Well, look at where Lore is actually heading into. He's actually going straight towards Tempo Storm. Envious on the other side of the compounds here. Lore made enough sound for him to be heard. Someone took shot on against him, so he's just going to have to take his triple bike arena, the super bike. Just going to have to roll out of there, I suppose.
Yeah,
Spabike.
and these two compounds are not taken by Envious and Tempo Storm, and Kingwin has to get past it somehow. They're taking shots
Oh.
now from Tempo Storm, and he crashes into the tree, gets knocked out by Envious. That's really awkward. Oh, he's really bashing himself with this one. If he didn't drive into that tree, he would have been totally fine there, most likely. But
Yeah.
that's gonna pay him. Oh,
I'm not even sure if I think he did. Even with a desync, I think it looked like he indeed rolled into a tree. But King would now have a compound. The rest of the teammates are going to be making it out. And their Blues, Blues 2's still alive, still sticking around, still kicking. But he seemed to have avoided most of his enemies. Havu as well, making their way outside of Primorsk and into the center of the map. They're not going to see too many enemies where they're going. Not until the point that they reach past Gaka, perhaps. But they might stop sooner than that.
Yeah, they like to play ridges, and they're gonna play on this ridge in the southern area right now, and they're sending out I don't really mind to scout nearby compounds, and a liquid Scoom being stuck in one of the liquid compounds right now, fairly close to other people. He's gonna make a drive out of there. Fuzzy Potato here from Hooligans joining him on the side. Not quite sure if they want to approach him, because they're all in vehicles.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be going in for any kind of kills here.
He did stop though, but not for long.
Yeah, there you go. So Liquid is, Scoom is going to make his way out. Not going to have an easy time connecting with his teammates though, because he has to kind of pass through Pachinki, and well, there's currently a teammate there, of course, outsider from the team NLG.
Yeah.
So there's that. We'll see how he passes through them.
FaZe has been looting forever now, and there's finally moving out together with AAA. Everyone trying to find vehicles here. But they do have to cross the bridge. They might do it on the eastern side, because there's a team holding the bridge.
They don't know that though.
They don't know that yet, but they can assume that it's more likely because of the circle being there. So Quickmats is gonna chill there until they decide that no team is gonna cross.
Mm-hmm. Right now on his little boogie, doesn't seem to be challenged in quite anywhere from anybody else, but he's sent in as his code as just as a point, just to reinforce the point that we were making earlier. The guy seems to have level 2 loot altogether, armor and helmet, and he's just going to be playing the hills, and that's not a bad play. If he stops there with his team, that's not a bad play actually. We see Penta actually do the same thing there close to the hills or ruins, so that's actually a very, very good spot. It's a spot that gives you plenty of cover and a lot of nooks and crannies that you can work with.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I'm curious to see where the next one goes, though.
Yeah, Kingwin Larsen is still looting right now in southern Georgia Pool, and this fight, they're taking shots here at another team. So Blue Toast can hear that, and he knows that they're still there. He's just gonna chill for as long as possible. Please get out of this compound. Leave me alone.
Poor guy. He's still alive though. Somehow in the same freaking building, door open. I guess that's a good thing, because the door was open. They didn't even dare to check, because they thought, it's already looted.
Yeah.
That might actually be what makes him escape. Valiati trying to take some shots against AAA. AAA don't seem to mind this very much. Havu now in a fight with NLG.
Yeah,
in Pachinki there.
That's a really weird position for him, because that's a Tempo Storm member, and the other Tempo Storm members are way in the circle on the west side, and he's not ever going to be able to join up with them with these many teams in compounds. It's going to be impossible, so he's going to play Edge on the right side most likely.
True. I don't think he's got that potential anywhere he goes in. Anywhere he goes in, he's going to be met with fire. So yeah, Valiati is going to have to play this one close, but he's also going to have to either hide or gatekeep FaZe Clan from getting in, because FaZe Clan are heading straight towards him. Now, we see Rixnas taking shots against Dizzy, and they connect beautifully so. And it seems to be just two people from Blank in this compound here. Not too sure whether they're playing a 2+2, but it's a bit of a far-fetched 2+2. They can't really set up a crossfire there. Oh, and here comes NLG. Again taking shots at AAA. AAA just driving through like bread through butter. Never mind.
Kill there on Monkey with a vehicle explosion.
I was just about to say AAA didn't get dinked down by anybody, and they're driving for quite a while, but that happened, so there you go.
Yeah.
Circle sees most of the teams. 90% of the teams are already in it.
Yeah, almost no team circle hugging this time around, so they're all moving towards the center, realizing that compounds are super effective on this side of the island, and there's only basically FaZe that's going to play circle here.
And Havu's heading straight into Liquid here, it seems, but Liquid are taking off shots, which means that Havu are not going to be resting on that compound there. Nice shot with the Car 98. Whether not that was a Car 98, I'm not too sure, but it looks like Havu get a second chance at life, parking their UAZs behind that compound, which is a good compound actually to keep. You have good visibility from most of the angles there. Audi still taking shots at his enemies, but Havu, full squad here, will be getting a second chance at life.
Yeah, this is my favorite compound to fight off stream snipers, because it's so open and it's very hard to approach it.
Stream snipers?
Yeah.
Do you get many of those?
Sometimes. Happens.
In all seriousness though, it is a powerful compound.
Yeah.
It is a powerful one to keep. People coming out of Pochinki, easy to spot them. People coming out of Agatka, once again, super easy to spot them as well. All 360, all kind of very, very nice to be out of that one. Woo, how is Zali not connecting?
I don't think in the doorway. He just passed back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, he's behind a room there. Now he's got visibility on the guy on the stairs, but not connecting shots. Ollie's not giving up, though. I like this out of him.
Huh? I mean,
Very
even
good.
if you get one helmet off, it's...
There
and
we
he
go.
does.
That's why he doesn't give up.
Yeah. When you get a helmet off in this situation, they cannot replace it because odds are there's not going to be a helmet, level 2 helmet in there.
Yeah.
So they lost a helmet for good now, and they're going to be so much weaker in the next fight.
I'm so much pissed off.
So
They can say, hi, Ovi.
Yeah, sometimes sometimes team says don't shoot unless you can secure a kill or a knockout, but it's not always the case. Sometimes you just want to trade helmets, and there we see some fighting going on here from Blank Q. Wow, players from both sides getting taken out, and this vehicle is almost explodable.
Yes, indeed it is. Slim Carry's going to be knocked out as well. That's a good response from Blanku.
Don't think
But
he should
he's gonna have
stand
to
too
go
close
for
to
the
that
kill.
one. Going
He
for
will
the
go
rest.
kill. Yeah, he'll go for the rest. Well, the bike, I guess it doesn't explode. It doesn't make that much of a boom. But we see Kragan trying to move in here. He's taking his time, though. If he would have been a bit faster there from Road Esports, Kragan, if he would have been a bit faster, he would have found himself a very good frag. Script was busy rezzing his own teammate, Rixnas. But that didn't happen last. They're going to have to let Slim Carry die, though.
Yeah, he's gonna play alone for now, together with FlyQuest Blue, chilling in the water on the other side. I don't know if they know. Maybe they've seen.
What a weird spot to be in. What?
That's
Oh, no. He's stuck.
Oh no, is he stuck? Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep. 100%.
Oh, it looks like it.
Let's take a moment
Rip
of
him.
silence
Yeah.
for FlyQuest Blue.
Pull an Evermore here, without the possibility of healing.
Yeah.
Because you cannot heal while swimming, and it looks like he is swimming
Even
in
though
a
he's
weird
not
way.
Yeah. I want what he's having. Poor guy. Anyway, it's actually not that bad considering that FlyQuest are still alive. The rest of his teammates are east of him. You can see them all the way there into Sunken City or Venice or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, Watertown.
Watertown.
A lot of names.
Yeah. Same kind of shenanigan. Right. Circle will be strengthening again, and again, it will be very interesting to see how many teams have to move out of their current position because most of the teams now are getting comfy where they are. Fights have kind of stopped in. We don't see a lot of combat going on to the map there, but we will see it very, very soon as this one is strangling by.
Yeah, right now it's actually more people dead than I would assume at this point of the game. There's been a lot of action in the center, people trying to get the best compounds. So once this circle closes in, we're going to see a lot of fast rotations, very, very fast, because there's so much open field. You need a good compound, even if it means you have to breach it.
True.
So, yeah.
Looks like Quickmats wants to head straight into phase here. Ooh, it's going to be a hard time breaching onto the compounds that phase currently have, to be honest with you, on the south side there. We'll see how that one pans out. In the meantime, though, let's have a look at the circle here, see how it strangles by. We'll discover in just a few seconds here. We see so many teams gathering up close to one another, though.
Yeah, everyone's just looking at the min map right now, trying to decide where to go next. And it is a very central one.
The south side is going to be a bloodbath.
But it's so open in the middle. There is the yellow house compound.
That's it.
Almost in the middle, but it's not even that good to hold.
Yeah. Because you get easily flanked in from the north. There's a lot of ridges onto that compound. I would much rather play outside.
And also the windows are kind of because of the bars and stuff, or the wooden planks rather, the barricades. So it's hard to shoot in and out from them to defend it. And they're gonna breach this side of Pochinki, and
they don't know though.
And Bluetooth still chilling over there in the same building.
Is he?
Yeah.
Loose twos? Yeah. He's so relaxed. NLG are going to be busy actually right now trying to fight off phase. So this might be good for Blues Twos to just go in there and do his dirty deed. I actually like the fact that he has a second chance at life, man. That's lovely out of him.
Yeah. Was that a Car 98 shot on a vehicle? Did he get knocked out from a vehicle?
I'm
not sure. That was a good shot nonetheless. Headshot for sure. So this compound, the yellow compound, is still not taken. Everyone expects someone to be there at this point, but no one is actually there because everyone expected someone to be there.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a mind game. They mind game themselves,
22.
but better safe than sorry.
Absolutely. Skoom will have a chance to res his fallen teammate, but he kind of needs to be careful because Moman is a bit exposed from the east side.
He got taken out that far from Penta. That was a long shot. Penta is all over on the west side, and he actually managed to get that shot off. That's impressive.
Meter.
Yeah, that's some distance indeed.
Not teabag indeed. Well, that's what Penta do, right? They're incredible snipers. Frost is one of the best snipers in the world right now. He's really, really good. Perhaps game movement could be improved, but in terms of long-range engagements, the guy has the aim control that not a lot of people do. Reminds of Vandy, reminds of Ibiza, reminds of, I'll say it reminds of Shroud. With Shroud, he is very mechanically abled. Along the lines of those. Very, very good aimer. Right.
Yeah, right now, Watertown is really good here for FlyQuest. The southern part has a great compound, which is a little bit off, and great overview over the mountains. We saw that Tempo Storm decided to go into the midst of that circle in the middle by the hills here, but FlyQuest Blue is getting some shots on Kraken, and he has to go back down for a swim, midnight swim from Ronin Esports, that is.
I think he's alone. That's it. His teammates actually got dinked down in the fight that happened in Ruins. Yeah, exactly. Against Team Blank. So there's that nuisance for Kraken. He shoots, but I don't know if that's going to be good for him. In the meantime, Kingpin went the waterway, trying to make their way towards the Sunken City as well. So they're going to be in a fight with FlyQuest. Micro started taking long shots there with the 2x. Nothing easy to do, man. Super hard to hit with the 2x there. You've got no kind of marker to know how to adjust your distance, so that makes it that much harder. There's Kingpin there. They're actually going to the north side island.
He's got frag grenaded here.
Liquid breaching again. Let's have a look at Liquid there. Looks like they had they're not breaching it. They've got one member down.
How did he get down by a grenade? Where's the?
Where's
he's in the bathroom. He's in the bathroom of the building, I think. Yeah, he's.
Yes, he is indeed.
No, he's outside. He's just outside. In the shed.
Oh,
in the shed.
right.
Outside the shed. that was so hard to see. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And now he smokes himself off to get himself a second chance in life. And this would be the perfect moment for him to actually run away.
Oh, he flashes.
Wait. Nope, it's a smoke?
No, I think it was a flash grenade.
Smoke
it's a smoke. Oh, it looked like a flash. Okay, so he gets shot there, trying to run off. They know his position right now. He is just
he's out.
to run. He's 1 HP right now.
He's safe. Oh!
Knocked out.
Skoom actually will knock him out. No chance for him. Skoom coming in from a different angle.
Yeah. All the way around.
That's the power of it. Let's find out what the next circle is going to be drawing in on Liquid once again. Super happy where they are.
Liquid, Penta, and Havu.
Oh, yeah.
All really good. Tempo Storm has a central position as well, but they are on the mountain, which it's difficult to protect from all angles. And they get shot right now from Liquid, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
So they have to play very, very, very passively here. Not shoot at any team if they want to stay alive here. In the same time, Penta taking out some people in Ruins. Just securing that side of the circle.
Yeah, grip out Team Blank. Got whipped out right there. Team Blank, I think they lost one member early on with that fight against Ronin. And now you can see teams moving in all the cars at the same time here. Outsider's going to be leading the pack, but he's leading them straight into danger. Ooh, just barely avoided them. He's got no idea. He doesn't have the mini-map that we do.
They're crashing yellow right now, I think.
Oh, no.
It looks like it.
Straight into Liquid.
No, they're driving.
Yeah, they heard Liquid fire off. Liquid fired off some shots.
Yeah, but where are they expecting to go? Ruins is going to be occupied for sure.
Oh, man. Nowhere's safe.
Oh, this little ridge here, it can work actually. Yeah. But they have Penta in their backs, and they're moving towards the Liquid compound with Penta in their backs. So they're going to go down most likely really fast here, getting sandwiched from 2 angles.
Yeah, NLG don't have an easy time wherever they are, and Penta's actually moving straight into them. Let's see if this could be banning out okay for NLG. It doesn't look like it. Right now, as Frost turns in his attention, Micro Uzi doesn't come in, but he draws in for the nade. That nade might just connect with G-Tank. No, it doesn't really matter because, well, somewhere else, from a different angle, there comes Jansen to knock Ultra down, but Simsy responds good. Outside, he's going to be knocked out himself, so it's going to be Jansen. That goes in for the kill. Simsy and Jeem still alive, and they're going for the side flank here. Jansen might not expect this at all.
I mean, Penta is fearless, but they were a bit too eager there, rushing. They lost 2 for 1 there, which is not the greatest trade, but they were also making some casual mistakes, like walking with the grenade in your hand, being the first player peeking. Yeah. It's really a bad decision, and it bit him in the ass, basically.
Yeah, that it did indeed. Now, Liquid are going to be pushed in by...
Hooligans.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to defend from two fronts as well, because Havo Gaming, I believe, is on the southern side of this compound.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't want to actually take any fights unless they absolutely have to. Another team, Envious is still chilling by the edge, holding on.
East side and south side are all going to be covered in with fights right now. FlyQuest as well trying to make their way inside here, but they're making their way straight into Tempo Storm, so they're going to have to go around that. But the car glows up. Valiate comes in with the double kill.
Yeah.
That's going to be FlyQuest eliminated, I believe. It looks like it.
Another team
Oh,
might go down here in the car if they spot him. He's gonna drive towards the circle edge, Gambino that is, and Pride XD jumping on that 3-man bike, just trying to get away from all these mountain teams, so to speak.
yeah, it looks like his teammate too might found a safe compound to get to. Pride, will he be able to make it there? Not a lot of life left in him, but it looks to be just about safe with 5 HP to his name. He will be getting the first aid in. And he's just barely in the circle as well. And he's got the next circle. That's the important part right now for Gambino.
Yeah, and that's gonna make a huge difference. We see that Tempo Storm is the only full-man squad in this circle right now, and they're really happy.
Open.
They're really happy that they're fighting so much at the yellow compound, because that's the only angle they can get shot at.
Yeah.
So right now they're really, really happy that there's so much fighting is going on right now, and they're gonna be good for a while at least. And AAA being 2 people remaining, right? Yeah, only 2 versus FaZe right now, with 3 members remaining. AAA, yes. Right. Shouldn't have brought it up now. Now he's just stuck on the tongue, man.
Darn it. All right. Blues still alive.
Oh, wow. He's snack.
I told you he was going to snack. How is he still in the game? And he actually has the next circle close to him as well. The only thing that might be in his way is FaZe, which is nothing light, of course. But FaZe right now are busy with AAA, so we'll have to see how that one pans out. Envious, in the meantime, are going to be facing Havo pretty soon. Liquid seems to be taking shots at Havo, so that makes Envious entering towards the next circle quite safe. But this is going to be a massacre. All the south side will be filled with blood, especially on the southwest area there. All these teams are going to have to fight this one off. FaZe guarding the next white from AAA. AAA have to go in with the kill here.
Yeah, and they're going to have to do it fast, because
look at this.
people are coming up. Oh, we see that Havo Gaming right now is running up towards the already fighting FaZe versus AAA, and might get a complete flank here on FaZe. And yeah, they are taking out 2 members right now. Most likely, yeah, there he goes down. 1 guy remaining for FaZe, and he can't rest at all right now, because he's getting shot at from all angles.
All directions, and AAA just on the other side of this little ridge, of this little road here. Havo are not going to have an easy time. Jorski heating all the way wide in the open on the street there, but Shadow takes some damage from the circle as it draws in closer to him, and that's going to be the end of him there as Jorski takes him out. It's just going to be 1 member left from FaZe, and he actually goes in for the res, and Zelenso gets downed. Bikini Model comes in to help him out as well. Meter taking damage, and there he goes falling down. Jorski's going to have to make his way in. Blue still somewhere in the corner. Blue's 2s.
Yeah,
oh, man. Envious still full squad though, and you got to point that out.
killed Havu right there, actually.
Oh, okay. So
and I believe he got taken out from someone else. Yeah, he must have, yeah.
He died after that play zone, actually.
Yeah, he did? Oh.
Rip Blues 2s, you will never be forgotten. He actually made much more than we ever hoped that he would make, just by being one guy.
Wind and Rain looking good here. Tempo Storm looking good. They don't want to peek too much right now, because it's so open and every team is approaching. They want to kind of keep their position hidden from the southern teams right now. But beautiful headshot there, or a knock at least, from Valiate on to Twitch TV Gustav, and they're gonna go for this one. 1 knockout means that it's 4 versus 3 at most, and it's gonna pay off.
Yep. Drifting and Stab still alive though. So Tempo Storm need to be careful now. They're taking shots from Quick Mass. Quick Mats also did their homework there. Yeah, boy, Dre gets knocked out by Tumai.
I don't think that's restable. They're shooting him from the southern western angles.
Oh, look at the circle. Oh my god. So many teams close to one another here. It's not going to be easy at all for Tempo Storm where they are.
Yeah, they should really lie down like this. Yeah, exactly. This is probably the best line of play right now.
Lie down and take it.
Yeah. Just wait until the very last second and then hope for some good AK sprays.
Or bite the pillow.
Bite the pillow, indeed.
Valiate will be lying down, just as he called it out. Hovaki knocked out close to him, but he's not going to be going for the kill. There's no point to do it at this moment in time here. Circle strangling in 4 seconds.
Is he actually going to get over here safely? Wow, I cannot believe it.
I don't know if he's got a chance. He's going to get killed if he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Valiati's closing in the...
He was maybe scouting.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what he was doing. Allowing Nuki and Alex to move in closer. Quick Mass trying to make their way in towards Tempo Storm. And somewhere else on the map there, we do see Kraken get knocked out and taken out. Valiati finding the kills. Maluki finding the kills. So Tempo Storm still into this one there, but they might just get a bit covered in. Liquid full squad still. Let's have a look at how the next circle approaches though.
Oh, Penta gas tanking here to make sure that he can backstab. Yeah, Liquid right now is in a really good position, but not with a lot of cover though. This Penta, last member of Penta might actually backstab them in the end. Wind and Rain being on the northern side with Tempo Storm right now, just hanging out.
Oh, James taking a heck of a lot of damage there. I think he's being spotted as well, so he can only prone down and go for the heal. He's got that chance to do it, and he will be going to do just that. Just full boost. Okay, does he not have anything else to work with here? Because he's less than half HP. Stab, though, gets taken out of the game, and that's going to be the end of Wind and Rain. Team War, not anymore.
Liquid Schoon pushing up here. Doesn't see him, gets knocked out instead. Wow.
By Miluke.
Grenades should be coming down if he's smart here. And that could be a double knock.
Yep, true, good point. But James doesn't go for it. Instead, he opts to look all the way around to make sure that he doesn't get peeked in by TS right now, and he does. TS trying to make that move in as well.
Yeah, Liquid losing some members here, not playing together. They have the circle. They don't need to peek really at this point of the game. They can wait until the other members are out in the open. Penta approaching up towards Tempo Storm right now. One is out. Penta James is just knocking out people left and right now, but now he's taking shots. Yeah, it's just him. And he knocks out another one from... And he goes back.
To the rock.
He only has bandages left, though.
Yeah, he doesn't have any first aid kits, so he's going to have to use the bandages there, but the circle is going to be strangling onto him as well. And Liquid have the circle. Tempo Storm trying to make their way as well, but they're on the very top of that ridge, and they're being spotted right now. They're going to have to prone in and use that first aid kit, but as they do, Circle's going to come in close and going to start biting even that much harder. There is going to be Pride coming in from a different perspective, trying his best to take down Liquid. Team Gambino have a chance at this, but not a big fat chance. Actually, they do. It's just going to be Hayes staying alive there for his own team, but he goes for the spray down here. It's Pride's teammate that tries to help him out as well, but the frag grenade comes in. That's a good frag. Momang gets taken out. Ollie's going to be knocked out as well. It's just going to be Hayes, but they have to be careful as well. To their north, there's another enemy quite close to them. No, actually, he's going to die.
1v2 right now.
Tempo Storm is out.
Yeah, Tempo Storm just died, and it's going to be Hayes versus 2 people right now. It gets...
No,
not quite getting those headshots needed. Gambino.
Yeah, that is it indeed. GG for Gambino. They are the ones that get the chicken dinner for the very last match of the evening here. But we got so much more to show you. Basically, what we've been fighting for, well, not us, but these teams, what they've been fighting for a spot in the grand finals. We're actually, the admins from GLL are going to be calculating those points, and they're going to be showing them quite soon enough. So I'm really looking forward to see who are those top 14. I'm going to take a screenshot now. If you heard that one, I heard that one.
Yeah, I think that Triple A.
There you go.
Triple A. They didn't actually finish good this time, so they were second place, I believe. Overall.
Overall.
Yeah.
First place. No, Ghost.
Blank Q was first place.
For tonight or overall?
For tonight.
For tonight, Blank. Yeah.
Yeah. So Triple A actually got a really bad finish this game, I think, and because of that, they might drop down quite a bit, and they were second place. They barely got any points this one. Could be
indeed. But overall, they're actually doing pretty good.
Yeah.
AAA. So I think they're going to be in the top 14 teams. For sure, we're going to see Havu in there. For sure, we're going to see FaZe. We're going to see Ghost Gaming, who performed out of their brain arenas, which aren't here tonight, by the way. But it shows you the importance of stepping up when it's needed. So they step up when they did play. They got those massive points. Even if they're not showing up tonight, they're going to be quite happy with that one indeed. You know who's not going to be happy, though? Just have a look at this, and you'll know exactly who's not going to be happy. Yeah. That's a bit of a motorbike crash for Lore.
Boom. There he flies.
Jeez. He goes deep into it, man. And, yeah, that's the unfortunate timing, or sorry, the unfortunate moment of finding a triple bike. It's not the best one to drive around, especially when you're getting shot on and you have kind of like a hard, difficult terrain.
Yeah, it's hard to turn. It's hard to slow down, and it's just like the cart is actually quite a big hitbox. So trees are a problem indeed for that one.
True. Yeah. Because you think you're safe. You're thinking in your height, oh, it's a motorbike, so I'm kind of slim, but you're just as wide as a car would be. So it's an unfortunate vehicle to be in, nonetheless. Have a look at the second clip here. Let's see what the boys have prepared for us. AAA going past Pachinki, not giving a care in the world. They think they're quite safe, but that vehicle is smoking. So Monkey says, "Ah, putain!" And then he dies.
Yeah, that was quite a good spray there with the AK. Deals a lot of damage.
Yes.
It takes down vehicles pretty fast if you hit those shots. So fortunately, they lost one of their members there, and they had to fight pretty awkward fights later on because of it.
With the DP, with the new weapon coming in, that's gonna destroy cars, man. That's gonna be the car destroyer.
It's a pretty hard spray to control, but
yeah, true.
At closer range, it's good.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully they're gonna give some sort of a buff to vehicles. I'm really looking forward to give them a buff in there. The fact that you can now ride a car with 3 wheels or even with 2 wheels sometimes in the that we saw in the test server on the patch. That actually gives me a bit of hope. Oh, hey, there we go. Some chest.
Some stripping going on.
That's an unfortunate moment. I can't even find it. Anyway, we'll leave it there. That gives me good hope. Thank you guys, much appreciated. There she goes back in. Beautiful. Thank God I don't have 3 nipples. Otherwise, GLL would be banned from Twitch.
Yeah.
All right, so that gives me good hope. The fact that you can drive a car with 3 wheels, or even with 2 wheels sometimes. What also gives you good hope is the fact that they're kind of balancing out the weapons that they also buffed that AK, so it's easier to spray down on cars. On vertical spray, they buffed it, but on horizontal spray, it still feels a bit wonky.
Yeah, it is harder to control now. The compensator is kind of a must on the AK.
Yes.
If you want to use it in the high-level games.
Let's talk about that for a second, because people at the start of the game, everyone was saying, "Oh my God, suppressors are so OP," and they were. If you're playing singles or duos, it's not that difficult to find suppressor for everyone. But if you're playing squads, for example, for Target Mafia, do you think it's such a good attachment to have, or would you much rather go for a compensator if you would have both of them?
It depends on the amount of players you have remaining and how late in the game it is. I feel like the compensator is just like slightly more powerful as a team in squads. Because someone is going to make noise anyway, so the suppressor doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But still, some people just prefer it because it sounds so good when you shoot. So it's kind of like a trap there with the silencer. It's not actually maybe the best one, but it just feels so good.
Yeah, and that mental boost might give you enough of confidence to actually get the frag. So if it's
and some people say that actually the silencer works really great with the AK, but some people disagree. It's one of those things that
I heard that theory that silenced AK with a 4X is an incredible long-range weapon. I don't know.
I haven't tested it too much myself. I'm not an AK guy anymore. I'm more of a SCAR guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Are we all?
I don't know.
If we get our hands on it.
We have
M16
designated players who rock the AK because of the ammo. You need to separate green weapons and yellow weapons.
That's another thing. If you're trying to make a professional team, you're not always going to have the best of loot. So one of the guys are going to have to get used to playing with some crappier weapons. Usually the one that's more mechanically skilled should be able to do that with any kind of weapon in the game. The one that has a chance to play all the weapons. And I know you get a fair chance to play every single weapon in the game with your stream.
Yeah, I do play a lot of SMGs, but at high-level games, they're not quite powerful enough to compete.
Except for the micro when you breach.
I prefer shotguns in squad games over SMGs any day, though. I mean, we saw some double barrel action this series, not actually the previous one, when he was in the house taking out 2 members and almost a third alone.
Ibiza had the pump action this time around. It didn't work out for him.
Yeah, he got 1 though, so could potentially got him 2.
Oh, I'm hearing some good stuff here.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the leaderboards. All right, let's get into them. All right, now I can actually zip up my jeans as well.
So this is game 5.
There you go. So the final game here, game number 5, sees Gambino on the first place. Very good performance.
Yeah, we see Nolo Gaming at 4th place as well. I would like to give honor of medal to Penta's last player. I do believe it was... Yeah, exactly. who played beautifully there in the end.
Yeah.
Who gas tanked probably 3 first aid kits, I think, and then he went in, taking out a liquid guy, then a tempo store guy,
Yeah.
then a liquid guy again before getting taken out in the end.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
really good play there from him. I really appreciate that.
That
It's
was sick.
good show.
And there she goes. That's what the boys were fighting for tonight. It's not all the scores that we have lined up for you. The most important ones are going to be coming in a minute. But this is the score for tonight's matches. So, accumulated for all the 5 matches that we had tonight, it's going to be Gambino on number 1 with 717 points, 33 kills in total. So, that number of kills showed you that these boys haven't made it all the way to the top just by snaking around.
Yeah, actually, I have not heard of this team before
Yeah.
today, and they just outperformed here. Together with Blank Q,
I was gonna say that.
Very close, very close. They're in the top. Only 12 points difference in total. Really well played from these two teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say that. We don't see Gambino. We haven't actually seen them before in GLL, but now that we do, we're well impressed with their performance. So,
Yeah.
yeah, well done, guys. Well done. That might actually get you a spot in the top 14, or if not, you'll have a chance to get in the last chance matches that will happen the day before the grand final, and you're going to be fighting onto those for the prizes, of course. And the prizes are for the first place, a golden real level 3 helmet with 4 times school skirts. That's expensive. Trainers coming in number 2, still expensive as well. The silver actual life level 3 helmet, and the third bronze and the black beaded mini skirt, which is a still expensive in-game item. What do
Yeah.
you rock in your game?
I just rock the casual red shirt to blend in.
It doesn't work anymore though, does it?
No, not at all.
Nobody wears red shirts from
Yeah.
from your army, from Ugandan army.
The only thing I don't wear is shoes.
Yeah, me neither. I have the player unknown set. I bought the game early on,
Mhm.
so that I have the set.
Well, it's quite worth something as well, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah. It's I don't know 1.5, 1.7k with the whole package.
that's
But,
a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. But I still don't wear the shoes at all because I like the way it sounds without the shoes. To me, it kind of seems like I can hear around me better.
Yeah, that's the
Does
same
it-
reason for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah,
You can distinguish like enemies more easily because of
there's not so
the
much
fact that you-
bass.
more people use shoes as well. So you get used to that sound of shoes,
Okay.
and not a lot of people use or remove the shoes.
Yeah.
So it's more of a unique sound. That's why I use it too.
Technically, what Bluehole said is that they're the exact same volume, so they peak out at the same decibels, so it shouldn't make a difference.
But it's different sound.
But it's a different sound, exactly. So that makes it a bit easier to spot out the enemies coming in to breach you. There's that. Okay, there you go. Some handy tips we're finding out tonight as we're waiting for the points. Ladies and gents, once again, thank you so much for hanging out with us. GLL are going to be showing you who are going to be the top 14 teams that will be duking it out for the final. So the 14th points, the first 14th are going to be in the final, and then we're going to have 4 more squads from the teams that will have a last chance to fight on Sunday in the last chance matches before the grand final. Now, without further ado, we have the first spot, the grand finalists, indeed the first 14 places, and they're gonna be Face Clan, Ghost Gaming, Havu Gaming, Penta Sport against All Authority or AAA, Theater of Mayhem, Team Liquid, FlyQuest, Hooligans, Gambino, Ronin Esports, Team Random Blank, and Team Kingwin. So these guys will make it further in the grand final. Nice.
Good for them. Congratulations.
Would you not want to be in there? I sure think you would. Well, you guys have a chance in the next season, of course.
We do.
Would you give up casting?
It's a hard one.
It's a hard one, man. Man, if I would have to decide, I would probably pick my brains, not sleep a while
Yeah.
about it. I hope not, because I enjoy the time here. There's
Me too.
fresh banter,
Yeah.
fresh memes. Yeah, maybe not so fresh memes, but it's good. It's good fun.
Memes at least.
It's memes. Yeah.
Like memes are memes too.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta love them as well. So there you go. So those are going to be the finalists with the 14, the top 14 of Global Loot for the entire preseason. They fought their way to reach those points, and for good reasons, they're in there. And I'm happy to see Team Kingwood, man. I saw them tweet. I think I saw Larson tweet about this. He was like, I think we still have a chance just before the match. I think we still have a chance to go into the top 14 teams to make it to the finals.
And they barely made it, right? Because that was in order.
Barely made it.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if it was in order though. Or it could have been, yes, FaZe, because I saw FaZe
Mhm.
first, and I thought, no, surely it
And
must be
Havo was
Ghost
up
or
there
Havo.
too.
But
Yeah.
Havo, yeah, but Havo didn't perform so well today, and FaZe were actually very close to them, and Ghost Gaming didn't play at all. So yeah, that was actually the order. FaZe Clan
Mhm.
coming in first.
Yeah.
With Meter back at the helm. Nice. Very good. Yes. I don't know how Theater of Mayhem are going to do, though, because I heard there was some movements inside the team.
In the roster.
In the roster.
I heard so too.
I really hope they get together for the finals, though. I really hope they get together for this one. Maybe that, maybe part ways after that one, but one more match, guys. One more match. One more evening.
Mhm.
So that's what we're waiting for. We're just 1 minute away in the meantime. I just heard right now from the results, from the actual overall results, to see what what other teams are gonna have a chance at the last
Yeah.
4 spots. Yeah.
What do you think? Who was there?
Very hard to call. I don't know if we can pull it up here to have a look. What's the current standings? But it's a very hard call because we generally tend to focus right on the tippity top of
Yeah.
of the leaderboards. So you kind of lose track of who's going to be in there. Tempo, I don't think we saw Tempo. I think Tempo has a chance.
Did they play any earlier week at all?
I think one.
1 week earlier?
If they did, then they're definitely.
Because I think this
And
is the
this.
first time I saw them here.
I've casted for them. But see, this is where my mind
Mm.
blurs because I've casted so many orgs and so many tournaments that I can't remember who was where. It's on a weekly basis. I think Penta already in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So Penta's not gonna be in there. Who else comes to mind? I don't even know. Tiger Mafia.
No, not quite this time, but next time for sure.
Yeah, there you go. I'm sure you guys have a very decent chance. But yeah, this is the preseason. The reason why it's called the preseason, the reason why GLL actually went with this name, is because they're adjusting scorelines. They're taking a lot of advice from the pros. They want to make sure that everything is set up straight, so that when the first season starts and when they open the doors, to everyone
Mm-hmm.
to be able to get involved in this, that it works on the first ski, on the first turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good. And
So we'll see even more teams come into the first season.
yeah, we've seen some new innovations coming from this tournament with the
Absolutely.
left-hand side team player counts.
Yes, I love that.
So
love
I
that
think that's going to be a new thing for a lot of tournaments potentially in the future as well, because it's easier to keep
I
track of
wanna see
everything,
it, yeah.
and you know which team, if your favorite team is eliminated or not, or if they're still in it to win it.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of you come in to watch a certain team or another team. You're fans of one team or the other, and you don't know, are they still in the play? Can we see the map,
Mhm.
please? Can we watch this play? Oh, they got a kill. We didn't see it. Of course, that's gonna happen. When you have 100 people on the island.
Yeah.
But yes, that little interface that in the corner right here in this corner makes things so much easier to spot. It makes it so much easier to actually show. We haven't seen it so much tonight. But we're going to be seeing it for the finals. Don't you worry, guys. It will be there for sure. Very, very close right now to finding out who the rest of the teams are.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that. What can we say about the whole setup though? About the whole way GLL has made all the matches? Not too much. Let's have a look at the scores instead. There you go. It's going to be last chance for Team Dignitas, Tempo Storm, Optic Gaming, Apex Esports.
Envious and Team Totality, Quick Maths, GA Esports, Trigger Happy, Gale Force Esports rather, Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Okay.
We didn't see them today, but we saw them earlier on in other weeks. Noble, actually, Hollywood Hammers, Set to Destroy X, Evil Genius, Cloud9, Azimuth, and Blank.
And Team Blank. Team Blank, I wonder why they're on the last spot there. They haven't shown up that much lately.
No, but they performed today.
No,
that was-
Blank Q performed today. Team
Oh,
Blank,
this is not it. Oh, this is. Oh, okay, my bad.
Team Blank
Oh.
actually had a roster change, so that ended up hurting them really, really bad.
That's confusing.
Yeah. There's a lot of roster changes lately. So there you go. These teams that you see on the screen right now, they'll have the chance to fight off on Sunday on the last chance matches. There are going to be 5 in the number. So it's going to be kind of standard as it is tonight. We're still going to have 5 matches. And for the final, I think it's going to be 8. If it's not going to be 8, then someone will let me know in the helmet right now, in the speakers. But I think it's going to be 8 matches for the final. So there's plenty of PUBG action. I really, really hope we have a 4th caster, though.
Yeah.
Maybe. Actually, if not, no, because if it's just the 3 of us, it's going to be...
It'll be
gonna
fine.
okay. Best
Yeah.
of 7? It's not a BO7, but
It's
it's
7 games.
7 matches. Yeah, there you go. So plenty of plenty of PUBG action. So the next time you will be seeing us is on the 9th of December. Until then, some parting words perhaps, Forsen?
I mean, good games today. I feel like we saw some teams that I hadn't seen before, some qualified teams, and they performed really well today. So it's nice to see new up-and-comers, performing after qualifying, not just invited people. So that's always refreshing in a new scene like this.
Yeah, it is indeed. And it kind of gives us a little taste of what's to come, which is going to be really, really good PUBG action. Until the 9th of December, Boogie and Forsen wish you a very, very good week, a very good night, and we'll catch you soon here, guys. Bye-bye.